This is my cowboy first attempt at putting my phone screen back on because the glue's come away. So just to let you see. So this is my first attempt at, and it's a cowboy attempt because I don't have a clue what I'm doing, at putting my screen back on my phone with the glue I bought on eBay. So it's really come away the whole lot. This was caused by a very tight selfie stick and a case cover. So when I had a thick case cover on, the selfie stick couldn't fit right, and it was clamping it wrong. But it gave away on this side, and now over time it's giving away on this side as well. So I'm going to have a go. I don't have a clue what I'm doing. I'm using YouTube and Google Gemini, and this is what I'm using. I'll be using these clamps to cure it. Apparently you want to cure it over 24 to 48 hours. It says apparently, I don't know. Apparently. Cut. I bought these clamps, in a pound store or dollar store, I actually bought them in Home Bargains, probably, or Poundland. I've never used them in 15 years, but then I realised, yes, these will do for curing, because apparently you're meant to sort of take 24 to 48 hours to keep it clamped together some way. People use, just heavy weights on them and that. Usually they put the phone screen downside. But I've got these clamps, so I'll be using these. These are cheap spectacles out of another pound store. It's actually Home Bargains again. They were about a pound or something. 3.5 magnification, I think, or maybe 3 times. But really, they've been fantastic, even just to read the stuff on this even. So I can really see what I'm doing. So I recommend, having spare pound glasses about your house, size. I've got 1.5 magnification, 2.5. I buy them all because I never know when I'm going to use them. And here I'm using 3 times magnification. When I searched eBay for phone screen glue, this was the one that came up for me. Others are saying you're better using, because apparently the Chinese companies have got sort of B6000. They call it 6000, 7000, 8000. It's really confusing. Some have said that this isn't really for phone screen, but it says phone screen on it. So, and I've seen somebody else on YouTube use it as well. He was a repair guy, I think. So I think it should do. But apparently you're not meant to use super glue or anything like that because it's too brittle. That's what Google Gemini is saying, sort of thing. So let's hope this is the right stuff. But others have used it, We'll see. This is a Google Pixel phone. You could say I misused it. I had a really thick case on it, hard case, and I was using a really tight selfie stick as well. I didn't notice it was coming off. It was starting to come off this side and down here. And now over time, because I've left it so long, with heating that, it's coming off there as well. Still works fine, Sometimes the screen I need to hold in like to get it to work correctly, but yeah, it still works okay. I would guess a phone repair person would take the whole screen off, but I'm just going to have a go at cowboy, sort of seal it along there. At first I was going to put it in the clips there and along underneath the glass, but now I'm just going to do underneath the glass because I don't really know. I mean, from what I've seen in YouTube videos, most of the time spent taking the old glue off. So preparation, that's actually a rubber thing. I wasn't sure if it was rubber or old glue, but I think it's a rubber thing. Keeps it in place there. Yeah, I'm just going to go, underneath here. That's all I can do. First of all, I'll do this side. That comes out. Yeah, I'll do that side. I'm just going to sort of run along. Then I'm going to leave it for about 3 minutes. Tack time, they call it. Apparently Google Gemini says you shouldn't clamp them, you should close them together straight away when it's really wet. You should wait until it gets a bit sticky. And they call it tack time, or I don't know what they call it, open time. Don't quote me on that, because I don't know what I'm talking about. And then after 3 to 6 minutes, then you close it and you clamp it somehow. Most people maybe just going like that and maybe putting cardboard over it and then something heavy. But I've got these clamps, which I think might be ideal for it, you know. The screen was cracked already. I dropped it. This sort of glue, 8000, 7000, 6000, this seems to be what people are buying on the internet. You know, there's super glue, but that's too brittle apparently, so Google Gemini says. So this is maybe more flexible, it can deal with heat. It's a tiny bit there. I've not even practiced this, I'm struggling to get that in. There we go, I got it. Apparently you keep that there so that it keeps it fresh when you put the thing back on, so that you can get it again and again, you know, you can use it again and again. This is a small size, usually it's a big size, but for most of us this is probably what we'll be using really, isn't it? And I suppose this is the important bit, medium viscosity. It's poor English language, so it's not really useful. Mad fans around the world, apparently. This one's transparent, the other ones are like black ones, I think they call it. I don't know, you can get B or E or T. I don't know if the T means transparent, I don't know. This was about £2 or something off eBay. There's what it says. I'll show you the Google Gemini info at the end, what it says. The most important thing to me is this says drying time 3 minutes, whereas Google Gemini says you should leave it for 3 to 6 minutes, what they call tack time. So I don't know what to do really. Maybe I'll just leave it for 2 minutes then. I think repair guys use alcohol, you know, to clear up, but I'll just get water and some napkins. I don't know. One thing I really dislike about this Google phone is it really heats up very easily, you know, if you're using Wi-Fi or downloading or anything really, it really heats up. I don't know, to me it's a design fault. I've not got the heating good enough to get away from the CPU or whatever, because comparing it to my old Oppo phone, I mean, that doesn't heat up at all, whereas this heats up after, say, 1 minute of video cam use, you know, so I'm not happy about this phone at all. I'll need to do it off camera to do the best I can. I'll probably use a head torch as well, but I'm going to do something like, I'll go along there on the other side of the glass. I'm going along the glass, along the bottom here, and this is the main side that came away. I'll probably go along that first. I'm not going to go near these three things. Could be a mistake. We'll see how it goes. Alright, I'll just show you live. I've got lots of artificial light now. I've got the phone camera light, I've got a head torch. Yeah, I've got so I want to have this all done by 3 minutes. This is the not so weak side. There's a bit of rubber in there. I think there's a few bits of glue stuff there. I should clean that all off, but I'm not going to. Alright, here goes. I wish I had something to hold this on as well, you know, place it on. So, here goes. I'm not really getting in there. I'm in now. There's some coming out. I don't even know if any's getting in there. I think it is. What a shambles. Because they say don't put too much on it. And also there's a circuitry here for the USB and the speaker, I think. I've got it over the phone bit there. I've actually covered those three things that I said I wouldn't. Alright, I'm supposed to wait 3 minutes now. I don't even know what 3 minutes is. I'll look at my timer on my phone. I'll go 2 minutes. There's a bit on over the phone. Oh, napkin time. I think I'm too late already. God, am I getting water in there now as well? I'll probably cut most of this. I'm using the timer to check. Put the lid back on the thing. There we go. Then use it again. You can see some bits there that Alright, that's 2 minutes. I'm going to go with that. Here goes. Seal down. Seal down time. Right, clicked in. So that's it's definitely not holding on its own anyway. So this is the most important side, I think, for me. And I'll be doing this for like 2 days. Cure time. I've got to do one on the side as well because the other side started giving away eventually. I wish I had another couple of clamps. I'll check that, off camera to make it right the best I can. I'm going to leave them like that because this is round about the main part. I would like one here as well. I've not got a clamp. Maybe I can bring this one further down. Okay, that's me for 48 hours. This is like a minute later. That's the far side, I'll call it. Here's underneath. Here's the side that gave way. So I'll see how that goes. While we wait, I'll show you what Google Gemini said about it, so that you can see. To me, I think the two bits that people will understand is tack time and cure time. Tack time is where you wait. You don't put the two bits together because you want it to evaporate a bit and become a bit sticky. So Google Gemini says. That's like 3 to 6 minutes, it said. I don't know. And then cure time is how long you're going to bond them together. 24 hours, 40 hours, maybe even less, I don't know. Whatever you want. It's 48 hours later and I can safely say it's been a fail, but I don't blame the glue because I done everything wrong. I'm not even sure I put enough glue on it here, so it's come away. This is the side it came away, and then as the weeks went by this lifted up, and then as months went by this side lifted up. This side came down a bit, but I think it'll fall back out again. And when I had it clamped, I even get the clamping wrong because I had 1, 2, 3. Probably I needed 4, maybe 5, because when I took it off, this bit was coming up here, which is a new bit, Maybe the whole screen will fall off eventually, I don't know, but yeah. So I don't blame the glue. I mean, I done everything wrong. It was my first go. I don't even know if I was using glue all the time, because I could hardly see. So when I was going along there, maybe next time I would lie it down like that and sort of, try and get in the glass as much as I can. Make sure that there's glue getting out. Because I had the camera in the way as well, Filming it, a lot of time I was looking at the camera rather than what I was doing. So, yeah. And maybe also I would just do what everybody else does. They see me go like that and put a heavy weight on it, like cardboard and a tin of paint or something. I would probably put a 10 kilogram weight on it or something like that. But yeah, I'm going to have another go straight after this, but I'm not going to film it this time. So yeah, it was just to show you the process, So do your own research, that. There's the glue I used. Yeah, I got everything wrong, especially having a camera in the way. Everything. So, okay, guys, farewell. Alright, I'll show you then. I mean, this is my second shoddy attempt. Shoddy is the key word here. Absolute cowboy stuff. After this, I might try a real, as best as I can do job. See, I can hardly see this. I can't even see this. I'll need to wear a hair torch or something. I can't even see the glue. I mean, repair guys seem to spend most of their time cleaning, before they even start. There's definitely stuff coming out there. I can see it. Probably gluing my finger to the phone or something. Definitely stuff there. There's a bit of rubber there or something in that corner. Anyway, that's all I'm doing just now. So I'm going to give that 2 minutes to dry off a bit. Tacky time, as I'm calling it. 2 minutes of tacky time to wait till it gets sticky. It says it's got 3 minutes drying time, so I'm just going to go a minute and a half really. Just forget about tacky time really, well, to a large extent. It's not looking good so far, is it? And I'm doing the clips again even though they were useless. I should actually clean off any excess there. I've made it worse. I don't think it's going to work. It's not going to work, I don't know. Right guys, it's a waste of time. I don't know if this is enough force actually on it. And it came up at the other end because I've done that, now it's doing it again. So yeah, total disaster. I think I've got a bit on. Alright, this is how not to do it, okay? How not to do video. Actually, this time I'm just going to put weights on it. They've got a plastic coating, these two weights. So I've just put it face down, phone face down, screen face down. And it might not even be holding like that, but I don't care, I'm past caring. So yeah, total disaster. Let's see what happens. And I'm just leaving this one 24 hours or something. I've put an even heavier weight on it because it wasn't it was still open, so I'm very unhopeful that this will do the job. Let's see. Final video on this. As you can see, it's been a failure. So I should call this how not to glue your screen back on if half of it's off. But I just made a total mess of it. You know, mainly it was to show you what it's going to sort of thingy. Not the end result. This is what it'll look like if you're doing this yourself. Hopefully. I mean, everything went wrong for me. I'd done everything wrong, but mainly it was because I was filming as well, I was concentrating on filming. So yeah, I'll probably have another go. I'll need to scrape all that. I think having that clear is very important, so yeah. I can't believe this is well on for 31 minutes, this video or whatever, so I'm leaving it at that, Do your own research. I mean, one thing I'll say about it is better than what it was, although with the heat that comes off this phone, it'll probably all come back off again, because that's what happened. I mean, that side's back on for now, but it won't stay that way. And it's a bit loose up here, I know that. I'll probably loosen. Yeah. Alright guys, it's all over. I just wanted to show you a shot with it in focus, Okay, bye bye. I mean, I'll do this again.